Radiant team pick.
Hello there and welcome to the PGL Bucharest Major Closed Qualifiers South America Edition. This is paiN Gaming versus Show.Rising. My name is Nomadcast, I'm here with paiN with the Moon, and he is going to very kindly run us through this draft.
I will, as we're well into the draft. Already all the bands from the first phase coming out as well, so first pick for T-Show. I'm going to start off with the picks. On the side of paiN Gaming, we see Omni Knight, Winter Wyvern, and Elder Titan being banned out. On the side of T-Show.Rising, it's the AA, the Puck, and the Nature's Prophet, and two of them are actually pretty targeted bands, if you ask me. But going on to the draft, we saw T-Show.Rising picking up the Shadow Shaman as the first pick. Pretty popular right now in the meta. paiN Gaming countering with a Tusk and a Disruptor coming out. So lots of defensive power, and I bet no one has a comment for that Tusk pick, so free. Go, no man.
Tusk's amazing. He's very, very good versus Shadow Shaman, actually, who is quite a popular pick right now, but obviously being able to snowball saves people from Hex, saves people from Shackles, it's an interrupt. Obviously the punch is an interrupt as well, so it's a good counter pick, and also just a good pick overall, with that level 10 talent making him a roaming hero.
Hello.
Oh. Well, that stopped me in my tracks. There's a Pudge coming out from T-Show.Rising in the first phase of picks. Nice.
Sorry for interrupting, but that was a Pudge pick.
That was a Pudge pick, yeah. No, I'll be interrupted by a Pudge pick any day of the week. Yeah, T-Show.Rising really showing their colours here as they go straight in with the Pudge pick, not even gonna beat around the bush, not gonna wait for it to last or anything. They're just putting their cards to the table, slamming down that ace card and going, here you go, deal with this.
Wow. Then, alright, we're gonna pick Pudge. I guess they try something new, or they want to try something new, because if you don't know, these teams know each other pretty well. They matched a lot against each other, especially in the last few weeks. And paiN so far got the upper hand in every series. So T-Show might want to adjust a little, and maybe they got to know paiN Gaming, so they're probably gonna run around them in circles and just try to go for a different strat and go out of their comfort zone, which they usually pick, because that didn't work out in the last few matches. So let's see what they have up for us. And we see Razorband out.
Yeah, T-Show trying to throw some curveballs here, and we'll see if it pays off for them. I'm hoping it will. I really want them to take one game off paiN at least, but that is going to be hard. You've got some seriously good players on the side of paiN Gaming, along the likes of King RD, Tomado plays a mean mid, Benjaz. They're all very good players, so paiN Gaming probably one of the strongest teams in the SA region right now, and definitely a favourite to make it through to the major. Meanwhile, we have the Juggernaut and the Tidehunter banned out, so not wanting to see any Ravages or cheeky Omni Slashes or anything like that.
Yeah, T-Show tends to ban a lot of teamfight heroes. We see it in this game is talking about teamfight heroes. That's a gyro pickup from paiN Gaming. But I was about to say that T-Show.Rising likes to ban out the teamfight heroes. We see that in the Tide ban, Nature's Prophet, Puck, obviously, AA, another one. So they really don't like those big ultimates. And paiN Gaming just goes disrupt the Gyrocopter. T-Show answers with a Bad Rider. So, the best single target lockdown hero in the game, targeting the Gyrocopter. Not sure if they want to put him on the offlane or run him something differently. I could imagine they go for some sort of aggressive lane with Shadow Shaman and Pudge on the run.
Yeah, very
Unless
possibly.
It's like a mid-Pudge and we have been trolled all the time.
I think it's seems like a pretty stable lineup from T-Show, but the Abaddon coming out from paiN Gaming gonna be the possibly the offlaner here.
Talking about stable lineups, eh?
Indeed, and yeah, Abaddon, just a general nice hero all around. Doesn't really care if he gets hooked, I guess, so that's something.
Abaddon ruins the entire T-Show lineup right now. He destroys pretty much everybody that gets caught off, unless it's himself.
True.
Bad Rider, not gonna do anything. Shadow Shaman early ganks, yeah, no thank you. Pudge Hook, no, Pudge gonna take more damage. And they tend to have pretty tanky heroes so far. Gyro isn't too shabby early on, especially with a lot of armor. Tusk has a natural high health pool, so the best target for the Pudge right now is the Disruptor, if you ask me.
Alrighty then, well, we'll see how they decide to play it, as we have the next pick coming out from T-Show. Hopefully that might round up their lineup a little bit, give it a bit of a direction to what they've picked so far, but I mean, well, it's got a pretty good direction so far. It's basically gank them and kill them. And Abaddon, he's the anti-gank hero, so let's kind of see where that one's coming from. Tusk also very good at saving people. So they've got 2 big saves on their team right now. We might see this Tusk maybe rushing a blink or something, and there's an OD coming out.
Yeah, this is the answer to Abaddon and to the Gyro.
Very strong versus these
solid nukes that they can rely on.
And if you time the Sanity's Eclipse just right, you can just skip Abaddon's ulti straight up and one-shot him. But obviously you need a lot of int to do that, but it does happen. It
looks like when the Bat Rider is able to snowball a little and just gets a 4-step up together with his blink or whatnot, he can, if he catches somebody out, they might be able to kill him off before Abaddon kicks in.
Yeah, good point. And also the Banish is going to be really useful for the Outlaw Devourer as well. You know, if Disruptor comes in with the Glimpse, then you know, he can save someone from that, which is really, really important. Same with if they jump on, they snowball onto someone, he can stop them taking the damage, stop them from the shards, and even save them from homing missiles. So there's a bunch of saves there, you know, if he fancied being a help to his teammates, which I'm sure he will. And yeah, Tomato play. We'll see who he plays against this OD at mid.
I would say with Puck banned, the Queen of paiN might be the best pickup here. I know she's fairly wacky against Bab and Pudge, but I think they just need more burst damage in order to finish people off. Because they have a really good team fight already, but we might also see something like a Death Prophet. So I'm gonna put my money on a Death Prophet pick here for paiN Gaming.
Okay, alright then. Yeah, Shadow Fiend could be a very risky pick with the picks they've got right now. So probably not going to see the SF. Yeah, I mean, Death Prophet, those int heroes are generally what you're going to want versus the OD, so we'll see. Yeah, I've got no guess. No guess, I'm just going to...
With Tanker banned out, there's not many options left. Ember is a
Skywrath Mage.
Sure, against Pudge and Shadow Shaman. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it'll work, it'll work.
It would work for T-Show, maybe, if they make Pudge a core. Just pick a Skywrath.
I think they're going to grab their carry right now, and we'll see who it's going to be in approximately...
What will be their carry?
In less than 46 seconds, we will find out.
Is this a Snake Lady lineup? This looks like a Snake Lady lineup, if you ask me.
Snex? Possibly. Could be Snex. Could possibly... I mean, there's a lot of space going to be created here with the T-Show lineups thus far. But I don't really know with the OD whether you want to go for the Snake Lady as well. Yeah, it does work.
Troll Warlord.
Could be an interesting one. OD's damage would be pretty bananas with...
I would go for Medusa or the Troll here, but Troll seems a bit wacky against Abaddon, so... On the other hand, that is good lockdown.
It's going to be the PL.
As I said,
I like that.
I expected that. Yeah, totally.
No, that's really cool actually, because it's, again, he has a doppelganger, so he dodges the glimpse, he dodges the snowball if he needs to most times. And also, it stops them being able to pick up one of these mid-heroes we were talking about. You know, Queen of paiN, she's alright versus PL, like, she doesn't get countered by him as such, but he is going to rush that defusal, and then it's going to be a real pain in paiN's ass there. And, you know, those other mids, like, those other int mids, basically, you don't want to pick them up versus a PL, so the OD-PL combo is kind of pretty strong, drafting-wise. Yeah, we'll see what paiN have to respond to this one. I'm very interested to find out what they're going to put at mid right now.
I'm saying Death Prophet.
Alright.
It's an additional silence against PL. It is good against OD on the lane. It is decent enough against Pudge. It is more pushing power for them. It's a popular pickup with Gyro together. And you have Abaddon to back you up, as well as a Tusk. Like, I think they have a good enough front line in order to allow a DP pick.
Alright, well, we'll see what they go for. They've got a lot of options right now. But Show.Rising, their lineup, they've kind of got a pretty solid idea of what they want to be doing, and the Shadow Fiend is going to come out, so...
Alright, getting more greedy than a DP then, so it is the infamous Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Tomato is more than happy to play this hero, even if it's unfavourable odds in lane. I think he's pretty confident he's going to do well all the same, and that is a very interesting Abaddon set, but yeah, team lineup, so you've definitely got Show.Rising looking to basically make a bit of space for their PL at the start, give him his Diffusal Blade, and then very possibly go on a bit of a ganking spree, try and take the game into their hands, stop the Gyrocopter and the Shadow Fiend getting farmed out of control, and then try and finish off the game with your overfarmed PL and OD in theory. paiN Gaming, on the other hand, they're going to be basically looking to make space for the gyrocopter, make some stacks for him, give him lots of farming room, and hope that he can get some crazy items. And they're going to be wanting to fight around the 30-minute mark, although if their laning phase goes very well, then it may even be before then with the heroes they have. Anything to add?
Yeah, like in terms of draft, I would favor paiN simply because their front lining is better. But if it really comes to a late game situation, I think that the PL is pretty good in this lineup. Considering if the Bad Rider pickout fails, they have a Pudge as a backup. So Pudge can always jump in and just get somebody off guard, and they can kill them off before Abaddon is able to save anyone.
That's true, but Gyro versus PL.
And smoke coming out for T-Show here.
It's a lot of pings.
Yeah,
Terrence is really going hard on these pings. They're all coming down though. They want the gyrocopter. I think they may well just get him. It's
he's in a good spot. He
no,
should be able
their
to run
initiation
away.
isn't quite long enough. But they haven't popped the smoke. They have now.
Oh, procced by the tower there.
Did they see it?
No, they didn't see it, but loading procced the smoke in the tower, so he's no longer revealed.
Oh, 444
444
gets
as well.
pinged out.
Yeah. There. Level 1 tower dive. Do it.
Let's see it.
Do it.
I just took him out from under the tower.
Do it.
Get it.
No.
A lot of pings coming out from their
Hook is easy mode. Just dive in. How rad would that be? Just utilizing the fact they can't TP for 20 seconds and dive to tower level 1. With PL, you could do it.
pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, Doppelganger is a nice skill. As is Spirit Lance. Probably go for the Spirit Lance actually, just for damage and low cooldown. But anyway, we're hypothesizing over something which is never going to happen, so should probably stop that. As the Pudge goes to block the mid, he's got his boots, so doing the classic Roma thing of helping out with the rune, and then blocking the middle lane. Meanwhile, Nolling Blue is going to teleport up to the mid lane to join up with, well, against Tavo and with Terrence. And now we're going to see Tavo trying to pull the creeps here. And they do have the Shackle, they do have the Spirit Lance, and he's getting kind of low actually, but now he pops the shield, so... Yeah, and PL really doesn't want to go chasing after this because he'll lose out on a lot of last hits for a kill which he's very unlikely to get. And Tavo actually pop in the salve here as well, so really, yeah, pretty economic plays by him. He kind of planned that all out in his head, and went for it, and now he's got himself some nicely positioned creeps, which are not under range of the tower just about. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Hijack not having quite such a good time of pulling creeps or getting XP, but we'll see how he manages, but it's a pretty mean tri-lane to come against. The Tusk and the Disruptor hanging about, and actually the Batrider's playing it very carefully right now, does not want to give away first blood.
Yeah, this is pretty much an unwinnable lane for him, as long as the supports are there. Just considering Tusk alone would probably be enough to zone him out.
Ooh,
but with
Duster going
Disruptor,
for the cheeky pull, and does he manage it? He does take one range creep. Yeah, you know, better than no range creep. Middle lane, we have the Pudge hanging out. Maybe trying to get a hook or a courier.
Dive at bottom on the Bad Rider.
Well, they're going pretty hard. He's pretty low, and the homing missile does the job. Now Pudge, he misses the hook. Does not land it. Level 1 hook. Yeah, Benjaz saw it coming. He was ready. With no rot, that's going to be a very difficult kill to get indeed. In fact, T444 might have to be careful here as they go under the tower. Snowball is out, but Benjaz getting a little bit low under the tower there. Sticks of sticky napalm. Stacks of sticky napalm. Sorry, sticks of sticky napalm. I mean, they are stacking. They are sticky napalm. And they do charge up your stick. Yeah, make it very difficult to turn. Very difficult to dive with Batrider, although they did it all the same.
I think this Jara should be totally fine by now. Like, he has a magic wand, he has boots up against Bat, which is insane already.
Nice indeed.
I think they can free up the supports just a little bit to make pressure on the other lanes. The Abaddon lane top is going really well, even though he gets
getting the
kind of shackled up.
I'm not sure they can do this though. I don't know. Shield's still on cooldown. One more nuke. No, it's not quite enough with the Ether Shock. They will get away, and Lonnie Blue actually taking a bit of damage from the creeps there as well, but Mr. Coil will not be able to finish him off.
Go at bottom, it seems like. Alright, force the Firefly, and there will probably not be a glimpse here.
Into the tree is always very effective. Now let's have a look to the middle lane, as we do see Tomato with the 7 last hits, versus the OD who has himself 11, so a little bit of an early advantage going the way of PTT here. Starting off strong versus the Shadow Fiend, but of course with those souls stacking up, his last hitting power is only going to get more and more as PT comes in close. You've got to be careful of these raises, although Pudge is here. He wants to get the hook, does throw it out, does manage it. The rock coming off as well. They're trying to do their best, but in comes a Tusk, and look at that suckback with the snowball. That was very nice. Brings him up into the high ground. Now 4-4-4 might be in trouble as they're turning this one around. Tomato with a long range raise, positioning himself perfectly to kill that Pudge. What a turnaround from King RD.
And that just won him the lane for the next few minutes until he gets killed. Just getting the souls there, and amazing Tusk play there. You get jealous?
I'm very jealous. I don't think I've seen that before. I didn't know. Well, I mean, yeah, sucking him in like before you hit the target and getting them up onto the, just mind-boggling stuff.
That was totally planned.
Yeah,
at bottom.
I think it was. Yeah.
There's a bad riding.
Yeah. That hurts. That hurts a lot.
Mixing Rocket Barrage.
Yeah, Rocket Barrage, a very painful skill early on if you do get hit by all of the rockets.
This is a tough lane for the bat.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to survive with the
bounty
runes. Might have to do a bit of jungling as well.
He is sitting on level 3, which is surprising for me. Like, he has a lot of levels. Like, well, not a lot, but at least he's not stuck on level 1 or whatnot. So, he has something at least.
4-4-4 heading towards the middle lane again. Maybe looking for another one of these combos with the Astral Imprisonment. King RD is about. The Shadow Fiend is not. Let's see, 4-4-4. Can he pull off some sick hooks? Nah, he's gonna head off to another lane. I think he.
Haven't seen the insane rotations yet.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. I can feel it in its bones. Pudge is ready.
Oh, Abaddon taking a lot of damage. Top. Taking the clap from the halber.
Clutch jungle creeps coming in.
Quite literally clutch. Well, more like clap, but
clap, clutch. What's the difference, eh? Gonna shrine up though. Meanwhile, well, the winner of the last hits chart right now is that PL in the top lane, doing pretty well for himself, Terrence.
Radiant are scanning.
And gonna just make his way towards that killer.
The shots in mid to block the creep wave, getting the favor in the lane again.
Oh, very nice, very nice indeed.
So what he did is
they're coming in though, but they can't quite get there in time. The Astral Imprisonment was not there.
They gave the gank. They gave the gank away by using Tango on the Radiant Ward that was sitting on the spot, and then Shadowfiend realized that and just backed off. So really good reaction there. Dodging the gank by half a split second.
You see your vision going, you know something's up.
Oh, they're going on the Abaddon, but he's almost 6. This feels so bad.
Oh, the hook comes through. They can't. Yes, they can. They can finish him off. One more right click. No, he gets the shield off. Oh, can they get the kill? 4-4-4 coming in. Yes, they do manage to get the kill, but at what cost? Lolling Blue does go down. Therence trying to get some kind of return kill onto this Tusk, but they can't quite manage it. Hook gonna fly, not gonna connect. And it looks like we're just going to back off for now. Oh, never mind. Tomato's here, and he is hungry for a piece of Pudge, and he gets it. Nice little rotation there from Tomato. Rewards himself with a kill. And Terrence going to go back to farming. Didn't die for that. They did manage to get the kill onto the Abaddon, but it was a pretty costly one. Cost them 2 supports in the end, so not really an ideal trade.
But it was pretty much, I guess it was an okay rotation, but I'm surprised the Abaddon survived so long without his ultimate. Like, he was one creep short and then he had level 6. And he still survived for a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, the fact that he managed to get that shield off was kind of crazy. I think it contributed to the death. Oh, what a nice shards in the middle lane. PTT does land himself with a hook though, but then the disruption straight back into those shards and you are dead, sir. Can't get hooked again. That was a one-time offer only, I'm afraid. 4-4-4, well, nearly make an incredible play at the middle lane, but unfortunately was countered by this old spell here. Which,
they're trying their best, but it seems like the mid lane is just a train wreck at this point. While OD still has good last hits, Shadowfiend has too much in this lane, or like he got too much already. He has no real danger of dying. Hold on, gank at bottom on the bat.
Going pretty hard, and he can't fly over that wall, so he will take the full cooldown damage, and now the rocket barrage as well, but it doesn't yet. The right click from Duster gonna come through. Pudge looking for something though. Terrence is here as well. They pick up Duster. King RD looking low as well, but are they changing target? Terrence doesn't want to dive this deep. They do get the kill onto King RD though. Nice little hook coming out from 444.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Good
T-Show,
trade coming out.
nice trade indeed. Yeah, coming out there.
Also forcing 4 heroes to the bottom lane, which means Shadowfiend get more space. Abaddon is now pushing the top lane out, and they're getting more losses as well.
Yeah,
So
no
overall,
carry has
even
fallen
train, I will
yet.
say.
Top tower is under attack.
Still the Gyrocopter lived through that, and PL didn't die on the dive at top, so
Bottom tower is under
which carry is going to die first?
I would go with Gyro simply because the PL has a lot of farm already.
He's doing very well, isn't he? Coming towards that diffusal blade very, very quickly. Top lane, they're looking to
500
trade
over.
though, as the Gyrocopter comes up. They have the Abaddon with the Curse of Avernus, helps out a little bit when attacking
Bottom, a
towers.
little bit of a dive.
Oh yeah, the Abaddon's TPing in, trying to try and help out his Tusk buddy, saving the shield, and now uses it, and 444, he's going hard, he's going deep, he uses the hook to finish him off. Tavo is here, he has got his ultimate, and he just levels it now actually, and Pudge denying himself, and now Terrence coming back in, he's got the Lance available. Are there any more Ts coming their way? There's not, but I don't think they need them. I think Tavo is far too tanky for these two to help out to kill on their own, although the last two is available, should Hijack want it. Pinged out.
No Firefly.
Oh no, Firefly for 4 seconds.
But
Could
they're gonna
make things
take the
difficult.
stack from the Gyro, I believe.
That'll be
Yeah,
very
no,
nice for
there we go.
Hijack to get himself actually. He's got more sticky napalms available. And Terrence might come in and take 1 or 2 maybe, you know, just carry tax, you know.
Yeah, carry tax.
I've rotated, therefore I
It was
deserve something.
just in the area. What a coincidence.
Oh, handy. Thank you. Well, we'll close out the last hits now, seeing the PL on top, followed quite closely by Tomato and the Gyrocopter. We did see a snowball onto Hijack there, but I think I was just trying to chase him away, but it didn't quite work as intended. Terrence will pay a visit to the Ancients, but they still pin him pretty hard. He doesn't have that Diffusal Blade yet, so it kind of makes it a little bit tricky. First Blade of Alacrity coming out for him, though, and we see Gyro is actually the leader of their net worth. Surprisingly, they did have a couple of kills in the lane, so I guess it makes sense, as they're going for another tower.
My question is, after the jumps that Tomato just finished, what will he go for? Is this like a casting build?
I don't know.
I would imagine. Oh, he actually TPs after shrining up, so we're gonna see a team fight at bottom. They want to fight now. They feel confident with the drums.
The
Also,
OD
they have an
probably
Abaddon.
feeling pretty confident as well, though. It doesn't have his own drums up yet. And Tavo just coming straight in. Lovely Shard's going to block them off, and they're going to have to fight this whether they want to or not. Cooldown used. They're bringing down the Batrider. Meanwhile, they managed to get the Tusk down. Now Tavo running around the team fight, doing whatever he wants. Tomato managing to get the ultimate off. Lolling Blue will go down, not hook in time. Terrence being chased away. He doesn't have the doppelganger. All he's got is the axe. And the Sanity's clips come through, but it doesn't do enough. Tavo with the double kill. Banjaz also with the double kill, and that is a full team wipe as T-Show go down. The Sanity's eclipse just wasn't enough to hold off the attack from paiN Gaming, and they take the kills, and now they take the tower as well. paiN Gaming, very strong start to this game.
That was an incredible team fight. Nobody dying is fairly impressive, I would say. I think they just isolated the Batrider extremely well at the start, just glimpsing him back into the full cooldown in this area, and then you had like 4 heroes on this side from the side of T-Show. So, and Abaddon was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here. And they couldn't kill him off, and he bought so much time for his team, and then Bat was gone, and they had no additional, nothing additional to catch out one of the paiN Gaming heroes. Then they just lost the team fight.
Yeah, that's the danger of when you're playing against these heroes. They can come at you pretty hard, and if you don't get the advantage early enough, then they probably will just run away with that team fight. And I think T-Show actually got very confident after they got a couple of pickoffs. You know, they killed the Tusk, and they thought, yeah, maybe we can take this fight. But unfortunately, paiN Gaming just played it very well, and they did have the hero.
I think they did not expect the Shadowfiend. They saw him in the mid lane, and then Tomato ran to the shrine over here, and then TP activated it and TP to the bottom lane. So they didn't know he was there. Like, they didn't expect the Shadowfiend to be in that fight. And he hit really well as well. I think having 2 jumps on team, both on the Gyro and the Shadowfiend, gave them a huge advantage. Not
Oh,
only
talking of the
movement
drums,
speed-
they're going onto the OD here, banging the bongos and making the chase. The Tusk gonna get pulled back by the Pudge. They do take down the OD. Can 444 get a return kill? I don't think he can. Look at how fast they are. They're running around. The glimpse back. 444 is in trouble.
Oh,
Easy deny, kids. That's how you do.
that was the best patch summary I've seen in a while.
Yep, glimpse
The hero
back,
does.
taking damage from literally everyone, but nah, he's fine.
Radiant's top
Sick deny,
tower
bro.
has fallen.
Tomorrow top going on Serens, but
Yeah, I
just
think Barons doesn't really want anything to do with that. So, Shadowfiend actually has the
Great for the
BKB
BKB.
lined up. Very nice.
completely agree. This is all he needs. Like he
This is
can
a-
survive. He can survive the Batrider. He can survive the punch, but just by having Abaddon around.
Yeah,
He
that's
just needs
a...
the BKB so Shaman doesn't screw him over.
Yeah, we're gonna take the game from you, and we're gonna do it the moment I get this BKB up. That's what that item screams to me.
I think he
Batrider,
even wants to get hooked in. Like if he gets hooked in,
Is under attack.
I bought him.
right at bottom, yeah, they catch out the Pudge, and he's got no escape mechanisms. May try and deny himself, but doesn't
Not
quite
this
work.
time.
Benja's waiting for it, and will be able to do the last hit.
And go on a D in mid. Only the Tusk, but hits the
Chasing
perfect
him down.
shot.
No, there's a couple of others as they come in. And he's stuck inside the Astral Imprisonment, but unfortunately there will be the ultimate from Tomato to finish him off. Lovely timing there. The double damage also helps him get the kill onto Lolling Blue here. Hijack trying to run away, but Therence may be the real victim here as he's doppelgangered in. Hijack gets taken out very quickly indeed. Tavo on a killing spree right now.
That's
Tomato
3
with the
kills
double
for
damage.
absolutely nothing for 1 cooldown on the Shadowfiend ult.
Tomato
That
doing a
is
bit of a celebration
that
here.
hurts.
Spinning around, doing their taunts, doing their dances. Ooh, there's a tasty drums coming out from Tomato. I like a little band over here. As Therence just watches as they come to his tower, but what can he do? What can he do? What items can he get?
He's gonna get rocketed.
He'll dodge it.
Dire's bottom tower
That's the
Force
one
the
thing.
doppelganger.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually a good idea to throw out these rockets whenever you can, because you know he's going to dodge it, which means if he gets glimpsed at some point, there's a possibility that he might have it on cooldown, because he's been dodging rockets all game, so, yeah, you know, from that perspective, it's always nice to lob out some rockets. Come on, Pudge, hook the rune. Hook the rune, Pudge, do it.
No. Interesting warding choice, by the way. From T-Show here.
Yeah, I mean,
I think,
you know, well warded, man. Look at all this I can see.
yeah. I mean, it's probably 2 supports placing wards.
At the same time, yeah, it happens to everyone. Happens to the
Yeah.
best of us, you could say, as they're smoked up. Now it's going to be T-Show looking to take something back from this game, take a bit of initiative, go for a play, see what they can make happen. Now PTT very far forwards from his team. They're going to find Tomato, but he doesn't quite throw out the Astral Imprisonment. And Tomato, he's so confident. Now he does get lassoed. Can they take him out in time? I think they may well be able to, as this Mendiment is committed as well. Both of the spells now. The shards is going to block off too, though. The snowball coming through. They're going to try and take out the OD, but the cooldown coming through from Benjaz, and they do manage to take out the OD. Lolling Blue throws down the walls, but gets his life in return very quickly. Hijack trying to get himself out of there. Benjaz doing a lot of damage, though. Terrence trying to turn it around. He's got the doppelganger. He's trying to bring him down, but can he do it? Yes, he can. He gets one. Tavo, he's got the ultimate up, so Terrence, well, he just decides to TP out of this one, count it as a win, and go home.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's 3 for 3 in the team fight. Interesting. No calculation yet, but I like to see who got the more of this fight. I think it should be T-Show just simply because they're were fairly far behind.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, the
Looking
comeback
at the
mechanic going to be
graph.
helping them out quite a lot.
Yeah, looking at the graphs around 2k. There we go.
So yeah, typical hump.
2k gold changed in favor of T-Show. Lots of experience for the Batrider. Wow, a lot of experience. And Shadow Shaman dealt the most amount of damage in the fight.
I missed
Around
the
5k.
missed the summary. Have they fixed the items yet?
I believe they did, but I just closed it, so I don't know.
Okay, we'll check it out next time. Stay tuned. Exciting stuff. Yeah, so T-Show, I think, yeah, definitely a 3 for 3 trade, very much worth it. Terrence just trying his very, very hardest to get ahead in this game. Find some sort of purchase and make himself into an unstoppable PL carry machine.
And we had Abaddon finishing up with Vladimir, so that's one more aura in the fight.
Yeah, so they got
no
drums, they
big-
got the Vlads, they got the Shadow Fiend aura. They got a lot of auras going around.
No big item on Tomato yet.
BKB actually comes out on Tomato.
And a Maelstrom on benches on the gyro. I like that.
Oh, okay. Don't often see a Maelstrom on Gyrocopter, but there it is.
You probably, most of the time, you only see it with something like an Aghanim's lining up. But he needs a BKB in this game, and I think they should be fine.
Smoke and Roche is paying choo-choo their way into here.
I think this is the right call. Abaddon just finished up Vladimir's.
Sure.
They won't see that coming.
I'm not sure Team Show can even get there in time if they do see it coming, but they're a little bit late off the mark and picking up on it. Or maybe they just don't fancy going, and maybe they're going to use the time to farm. Darren's very far up the lane, and interesting lines coming out from Pudge. Now, who's going to take the Aegis? Looks like it's going to be the Gyrocopter. Yep, picks it up for himself. Benji's got himself a second life in this next fight. And maybe this is just mid. I mean, they're pretty far ahead. They got the 5,000 gold lead. They got themselves an Aegis, and they've got themselves a couple of BKBs. Oh,
they have a Shadow Fiend with a fresh BKB, yeah.
Yeah.
And he wants revenge for the last pickup, I guess.
Super important.
Yeah, they're not stopping. They're already pinging out the tower.
Yeah, Ferent's kind of looking to get something in return. Lolling Boo's going to come along as well.
But
they could actually threaten something here with the snakes.
Are they even defending it?
Fortify used? I mean, they might just want to trade. Pudge not able to land the hook. Not sure he wanted to, but TP back from the Tusk. Now in bottom lane, we do see the snakes being dropped along with the illusions from Ferent's, and maybe this is all they're going to commit. As they TP back to mid, looking to save their ranks. Oh, a lovely hook onto the Gyrocopter. They'll take him away. Life number 1 going down. Tavo is in. They're looking to see what they can do here. 444 though. He's got another hook in 2 seconds. What can they do? They have the lasso and they will take him out very quickly. Ulti used from Duster here, but doesn't catch as many as he would like. And now Tavo, he's got no ulti. He's got no life. Duster trying to run away, trying to escape, or maybe kill a Pudge and revenge, but it doesn't happen. T-Show turning up to this fight. And they get quite a lot from it. And let's have a look at what damage they did to bottom tower. It's not a whole lot, but it's worth it.
That was a good amount of gold exchange, I would say, but they lost to tier 3, so there's another 2 objectives open on the map for paiN Gaming now. And Shadow Fiend will be most happy to take them solo while his team is somewhere else.
Shrine advantage? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure the Shadow Fiend quite has the damage to take out shrines by himself. And you always got to be careful.
So. Might take a bit, but while farming jungle or whatnot,
yeah.
If they gank him, that means that they pretty much traded T2 on the other side of the map. So they might want to prioritize pushing with 4 and just have Shadow Fiend run around.
Yeah, it certainly gives paiN Gaming options. Oh, jungle being farmed, value getting gained, and Tomato gonna go straight back to farming. Looking for his Aghanims now, and he's not far away from it. 1k gold, and he'll have that bounce back Requiem, and some nice extra souls to go along with it as well.
Yeah, I think that's the right call, because Jaru will primarily getting focused by Batrider, so I think he's pretty free to do whatever he wants to in a team fight. Just prop BKB and then just press R. And if he gets lucky and gets hooked in, he just presses BKB that way.
Yeah, BKB, ulti, and all of a sudden you've just brought a bomb into your own team. Although, T-Show do have the Dismember, which can cancel through BKB, so...
Yeah, but that's what your Abaddon is for, like...
True, if he's hooked.
Like,
then,
the ideal case is him getting hooked in, Tower puts the shield on him to disable the Dismember, and then he BKBs and moves.
Okay, alright. We'll see if that happens.
Looks like T-Show is really confident staying in paiN Gaming's jungle right now. Just sitting around, taking the jungle, even though they have no particularly good vision. They have some at top, and one in the jungle they already cover with the heroes. But paiN Gaming doesn't seem too interested to even do anything about that. And their advantage is actually shrinking. PL now overtaking the Shadow Fiend once more on the net worth as well.
They're down to 2.5. Could this be T-Show's game? Could they finally manage to take a game off the giants that are paiN Gaming? Looking like it's a strong possibility right now. King RD hanging around. He's got the Invis room.
Oh, so random sentry.
Oh, Oh, he gets the punch off though. Pretty nice punch. Oh, what? Oh my god! He got the lasso into the hook. I mean, it might not result in a kill, but yeah, they might get it. I think they deserve this one. Of all things.
Staff is absolutely overrated on that rider.
My
It was
god.
it was the plan all along.
Yep. Calculated. The most calculated gank I ever did see. That's going to cancel his TP. Down at bottom lane, we have the Shaman and the OD looking to push up. Maybe they got some snakes. Looking for some. Looking for a bit of action here in the bottom lane.
Yeah,
Maybe some racks.
I think this is the plan. Just trying to trade. But they didn't. paiN doesn't seem interested in pushing right now. They just want to farm the PL more.
Yeah.
Agam's now finished up. He wants to gather the souls.
He's going for the Lincoln Sphere next, so obviously a little bit scared of the Dismember and the... Oh, we have a... Okay, he's just farming. Jesus. Jesus, Pudge. Sending me on edge, making me think I've missed something.
At bottom, however, Abaddon with his blade mail doing quite a lot. But banishing his ult. Oh well.
Yeah, as it's VT. Oh! The glimpse was there. At least it was used on the Shadow Shaman. In fact, I think that might even have been deliberate. They probably knew that Duster was going to be coming in to try and do this sort of thing, so maybe having the Shaman TP not in the trees, pretty smart move, I think. Saves your AD.
Definitely, and not just sacrifice yourself for your carry, as always.
Yep.
Good Shadow
Hashtag
Shaman.
support life.
I think they sticked around bottom for too long already.
Yeah, the problem if you don't get that Abaddon kill quickly enough, then, I mean, you're gonna let the rotations come in and then all sorts of problems arise and you end up losing your Shadow Shaman, so...
Yeah, they couldn't commit anything, like, OD cannot one-shot the Abaddon at this point.
No, even with all of their lockdown, he just gonna ultimate.
Yeah, one button man strikes again. So, what do we have? We
have a
have
smoke,
Tomato
is what we
finishing up at his Aghanims. Jari, BKB, and Maelstrom. Going for a Butterfly, interestingly enough. They might find Hijack here. Blink on cooldown, no Firefly, only Falstaff.
Here they go, Snowball coming through. I think they're probably going to get this kill. He's taking a lot of damage. He's doing his best to make himself elusive, but it's not going to work. A little bit difficult to survive these ganks, and that's the power of Tusk. Snowball is just going to home in on you, and no matter what trees you go into, you're going to get found. And it destroys the trees, which is really nice. Gives your team a nice way through. Now, Pudge and Lolling Blue. All for
I like how they
friends.
just Mexican stand off the tower at bottom.
Hanging out. I don't really know what they're trying to achieve up in the Radiant. I think they may be trying to push a tower with some lovely snakes. And we'll see if Lolling Blue can do so. He drops
Did
snakes.
somebody say snakes?
I certainly did, as they're trying to get something in response to the Abaddon TPing the big man to come and kill off these snakes. His attack speed is high enough to... Well, as I say that, he's actually pretty slow. But either way, he's going to save the tower. Not going to go down to just the snakes.
Might want to wait for the 9 range, actually. Nope. Keeping it alive.
So, okay amount of health, I guess.
They spotted the wall in mid, which is good. And I believe I saw a gem somewhere earlier. It is on Tusk indeed.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh.
So, both teams have quite going super passive here.
Yeah,
But
it does seem that way.
I have the feeling that this PL is getting a little bit out of hand. He has BKB finished up on the PL. He has the Manta Style, he has the Diffusal, of course, from earlier, and he's now working towards a Skadi. He's already super tanky. With a Skadi, how do you bring him down? Even with a Gyro?
I don't know, Potom. I don't know. I think they're just going to have to try and power through. They have got this Aghanim's ultimate Shadow Fiend, so that is an option for them. He doesn't have any form of initiation, though. He is relying a lot on his team to get out there and get it done.
Yeah, I think a Disrupt ult into Shadow Fiend is the only possible way to get him.
Oh, glimpse back onto the Pudge. There's a lot of heroes around, although he does force himself away. And actually, the shard's off the mark. Although everybody into the snowball. Choo-choo, here we go, and Pudge is dead. Nice. I love that.
And the entire T-shirt lineup is now behind paiN Gaming.
Yeah, a little bit weird now. PL doing
Good
some
job.
ancients, and
No snakes yet.
pretty
They can't drop
interesting
on
as
the bot
Tusk
tower.
is going to go looking and not going to find. Hijack might even consider cutting the wave here. No, just going to stay
That would be a
elusive.
bit too greedy.
Hey, guess what? OD's on your high ground. Snakes in 2 seconds? Why, yes please, don't mind if I do.
Shrine is under attack.
Looks like a failed snake attempt once more.
Uh-oh, glimpse back. Uh-oh, lolling blue. Well, I don't think that's a failed snake attempt. Look at how much damage it's doing to that tower. They're getting it low every time.
That much, yeah, like 400 damage. I guess they forced them all back, so no more pushing in the mid racks. They really didn't want to lose the racks.
A lot of space. A lot of space created. I would say a very economic use of snakes, in fact. Go completely against you and say it was a good snakes. And don't let anybody tell you differently, Shadow Shaman. You did great.
If you say so.
Well, Tomato, he's finally lined up some sort of initiation items as he's finishing off this Lincoln Sphere and then going into a Shadow Blade. Interesting choice, but I guess there is no invis on his team, so may as well. Taking advantage of every avenue the game can give you.
Yeah, I just think they lack the big initiation they want. They have the Tusk, but that's no setup for the Shadow Fiend ult.
You know, I think this is the way they wanted to play this game. They pick the Disruptor, they don't pick up any initiation, they just rely on the singular ganks or picking off someone as they run away from your defense because you've got a gyro cooldown, and just pick up kills that way and basically wait it out. And it seems to be working okay for them so far. They are 5k in advantage, they've got double the amount of kills of T-Show, so something's going right for them, but of course T-Show with critical kills at the critical times means that the gold difference perhaps isn't as much as it could be. And obviously we've got this PL who's leading up the net worth chart. Has he died yet? He's died once, so...
Feeder.
Disgusting plays.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, here we go. It's
second rage of the game, going down super quick.
Yeah, and I don't think T-Show are here to defend it, which possibly they should be. They're in a pretty good place right now. They have a BKB with an OD with BKB. Blink
I think it's
stuff.
more of a lack of vision. They thought they will spot out the rage attempt because of the ward at top, so they didn't expect when they go from the exact other side.
There's a blink TP from the OD, and gonna clean house. Duster looking for it, but not gonna find. Bottom lane. Guess what Lolling Blue is doing?
He's gonna get himself some towers.
He's got some snakes, and he's looking to do a 400 damage more to that tower. Rinse and repeat. The name of the game. He got himself
Looks like he won't be.
Oh, he's going force.
Yeah,
the Abaddon's here, and Lolling Blue is like, oh, okay, I guess I'll run away.
I think that's pretty much their strategy right now: is force the Abaddon bottom so they can't fight.
Yeah, this is exactly what this Shadow Shaman's been doing.
Because Tusk cannot defend against Shadow Shaman.
No, that's true.
And they need him in the fight for the initiation, so... Disruptor dies as well against him, and they obviously can't commit any of the two cores. So just set the Abaddon bottom, logical target.
Blink on Tusk now.
Have a smoke in the mid lane.
Yeah, they're backing up Benjas. They're gonna see if they actually make it
go
go
on. Rune. It looks like we finally have to push. Do you see the Shadow Shaman not being close enough to the base? So they can always TP back, and no, they're all suddenly in the high ground.
A good rotation, and here we go, straight onto the OD, taking a lot of damage, but the Pudge does just about save him. No, the Glimpse back. Oh, he actually manages to Astral Imprison himself. Dodging the Glimpse may well just make it back to base, but does pop the BKB. I think that was just he pressed it as he got glimpsed. Now the drag, he gets a creep, but that is one dead creep all the same. Perhaps a bit of a blunder, and they do not save their barracks, even though they are all here. And, well, Team Show, they failed to defend their middle barracks, and it's going to be
well, it was
gaming.
An impressive blink by the OD, blinking out of a disruptor field. That is pretty impressive. Yeah, like he imprisoned after the glimpse in the disruptor field, and then he just blinked out while the disruptor field was under his glimpse location.
Oh, okay, wow. I thought he just glimpsed and dodged the Astral imprisoned himself to dodge the glimpse.
You can't dodge the glimpse with Astral imprisonment.
Oh, right, okay.
You you just appear at the spot you get glimpsed to 4 seconds later after the prison duration.
Right, gotcha. Okay, that's probably why I popped the BKB then.
That's what I meant. And then he ended up in the disruptor field, and he just managed to blink out of that with like 10 HP.
Gotcha, we're on the same page now. It's going to be shrine time for Tomato and Benjaz. King RD going to do some creep camps in the meantime. Interesting that King RD's gone for this Ghost Scepter here before his Blink Dagger, just to stop himself getting blown up by the PL. Quite sensible, I think. PL, of course, can take him out very, very quickly, but more importantly, he can drain all his mana, and Tusk is useless in a fight if he doesn't have any mana. He doesn't have much mana at all, so actually...
Oh, he can right-click.
one spirit... Well, I mean...
He has an urn.
True, he is an urn. He is an urn and a gem.
Yeah, he's a running gem if he doesn't have the mana to do anything, and I think they really need to Walrus Punch because they lack Lockdown.
Yeah, I must say, though, play of the game has to be that lasso into hook. I mean, that was pretty insane.
That was 100% intended.
Yes, calculated entirely, not
yes,
just...
that was the strat they have prepared for the last 4 weeks.
That's why they picked these heroes together.
Exactly.
Exactly it. Well, he is back in the game, and go, go, go. We are good to go and underway. Back into this game.
Dire's top shrine
It's only game 1,
is under
so
attack.
we will have at least a second game after this. Could make it to a 3-game series.
And probably with a Shadow Fiend ban.
Probably, yeah. Tomato's been pretty darn scary on this hero.
It's just... It looks like he isn't doing much, but just his presence in general is just so scary for them. He's 8-1. He's providing so much for his team. They only had one little blunder in the mid lane on their first Rax attempt. Other than that, all of the moves have been really solid, and you see that in net worth advantage as well as in a kill advantage.
Yeah, so we saw them actually getting paiN, getting really close to losing their advantage earlier on, but now it's shot right back up, in fact bigger than the advantage they had before, so... Yeah, Team Show gonna have to come back from behind for sure here. So Shadow Shaman... Is he gonna live?
Is that sarcasm I hear?
He's got the 4-star, he could do it.
No Shadowblade yet. Tomato now has his boots in his backpack.
Drops the wards, but Tomato are going to start hitting them immediately, but it's taking a lot of damage. They do actually manage to get a tower.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Good stuff from the Shadow Shaman.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
I mean,
Very much worth.
third time's the charm.
Yep.
And he had 2 catapults,
Keeps
so...
going. Keeps going. Yeah, Catapult's doing quite a lot of damage to the Rax as well. Tomato actually struggling to deal with the catapults. And they're actually taking quite the beating. But meanwhile up at top we have a go on to PTT who popped the BKB. He's inside the Disruptor. Meanwhile they drag the Gyro back into the base. They do get him up here and now OD follows as they're trying to take him out. And they will be successful in doing so. But he has the Aegis and now Tomato up into the high ground using the ultimate, using the BKB. Terrence though has a BKB of his own. He's bashing hard. Now he gets the hook onto the Abaddon. Not the target he wants, but it'll keep him locked down for the time being. BKB starting to run off. On comes a cooldown. It's doing a lot of damage. 444 getting low. Terrence is able to doppelganger around this fight, but Tavo doing a lot of work. PTT does fall lolling blue as well. Gonna drop Rocket chasing into
their own base. That was such a clutch Aegis on the gyrocopter. Using it, I think it was like 5 to 7 seconds before it ran out.
Oof, that is clutch or lucky, I don't know, but one of the two does
not even close.
Manage.
Calculated, baited.
Calculated, just like.
Looks like they're going for the mega creeps here. Okay. I don't see much stopping them. Not without an
Not
AD.
without
No
the
buyback.
OD, no.
No Sanity's Eclipse.
Has to be said, the OD has really struggled to have an effect on this game. I mean, he's right down the way on the net worth chart. He's really struggled to find any kills this game and be the effective powerhouse which an OD needs to be.
Alright, seems like paiN is backing off actually. Playing it super safe. Can't really blame them. There's a lot of on the line here. They want their invite.
They certainly do. And, yep, no risks for game number 1. And OD back in 10 seconds, so...
It looks pretty grim, but I think, like, one big team fight that goes the way of T-Show, and with OD and a PL, they could technically make that comeback.
There's a possibility. Yeah, T-Shows definitely aren't out of options, especially with the heroes they have, as you say. And Terrence will see how he plays this game from now onwards. He has been playing a bit of a kind of... farming and coming to team fights when he needs to, and maybe he'll start pushing a little bit more. Trying to get a bit of Rat Doto in, perhaps, and definitely need to be able to keep these lanes pushed out for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the things I disagree with T-Show's approach to this game. They try to have that Shadow Shaman backdooring alone, but I think actually going with like a 5-man stack and just trying to pick people off, that's what they picked the Purge and the Bad Rider for, right? Like, why don't they utilize it more? And if they get a pick off, then drop the wards on the tower and secure with punch. If somebody comes to hit the wards, hook him into your team. Blow him up with a D.
Perhaps they're not utilizing their heroes well enough. But that's...
Also, this is some sweet ward spot. I did not know about that one. It's not the best vision, but it's super practical. At the bottom lane, I could see that useful for Radiant. Like, it's a dire ward now, but...
Yeah, it's a dire ward. Not gonna lie, I have questions. Oh, we have the drag. They get the Benjaz actually, but he pops a BKB immediately, turning that one around. 4-4-4 going down on the backlines will get taken out. Now Tomato running forwards. Benjaz able to take out Lolling Blue. It's 2 down. Parents in the middle of all of it, but now the ulti from Tomato is not going to do any damage. He's still BKB'd up on Parents, but he is taking a lot of damage all the same. The right click's coming through, trying to take him out. Hijack is taken out, and Parents calling GG well played as he dies. On to game number 2 we go. paiN Gaming taking game number 1. It was a long journey, but they got there eventually. A couple of backwards and forwards, but paiN Gaming did manage to seal the deal in the end. And we shall move across and check out these stats going on. Any particular standout performances there for you, Potter?
I would definitely go with the Gyrocopter player. Like, was on point, won his lane, never made any real big mistakes. Always had a solid focus, getting down the Bat Rider in the fight and whatnot. So just overall solid carry play.
Okay, well I'd have to go for the Tusk, just because he made some really big plays early on. He basically won his team the laning phase and continued to be super effective throughout the entire game. He was a massive influence for his team, so... paiN Gaming 1, T-Show 0 thus far. Join us for game number 2 coming up very shortly. I'll throw it over to a break screen, but we will be back in just a minute. My name's been NomadCast, he's been Potter with the Moon, and we'll be back very shortly.